live.
Alright, so well, this is Valley. This is an adventure race, like a speed-based adventure game. I'm just gonna skip this cutscene, and we'll start pretty fast. So at the start of this game, there's a walking section that's about a minute long, a minute 30. The story of this game is basically you're this archaeologist looking for some ancient mythical relic. Okay, let's do the timer. So it's 3, 2, 1, start. So you're searching for this relic in the Canadian Rockies mountain or something, and you discover there's been a military operation with the relic, and the relic has some mystical powers, and you use the powers to destroy the valley, but then you resurrect it again by destroying everything. So it's kind of weird game. The story doesn't make a lot of sense, but the speed is very fast and it's very technical. So I'm just gonna walk until I find a suit that gives me a lot of speed, and I'll start jumping and flying everywhere. So there's like a few techniques that are very essential in this game. When you run down slopes, you gain a lot of speed. When you press the jump button while you're going up a slope, you gain a lot of height. We'll be using that, and there's this weird mechanic where if you hold the strafe button while you're in the air and you're panning the camera, you accelerate. So I'll be using that to gain a lot of speed. So the suit is right up here behind this corner, and after that things are going to start to be pretty fast. So when I open this, there be a cutscene, and I'll skip that as well. So now I'm going to try to go as fast as possible to the end. Try to jump over the mountain here. Okay, so good. And there we go. So I might fail this jump here because it's kind of weird whether or not I actually get to jump on the rock. There's a lot of resets happen here. Okay, so I lost some speed there, but that's fine. I'll back up by running down the slope and turning around and jumping while I'm upwards. I'm fine. So see, I'm panning the camera to gain speed. Now jump here. I have to hit the trigger here so I can actually shoot. So I hit the trigger there. So as you see, when I'm jumping upwards, I gain a lot of height. I'm panning the camera too far. So you shoot trees in this game and give life to them. You can take them away as well. There's some trees you shoot these trees to open this door. And I basically like skipped the entire level just by jumping over all of the rocks because you gain a lot of speed and height. I'll shoot the trees here as well. Let's open that door. And this is the end of the first level. And here you'll be introduced to the mechanic of breaking rocks, which you would think would be by having a lot of height and falling down on them, but it's actually just by having a lot of speed that breaks them. So here I can actually preserve my momentum from the previous level into the next level. As you see here, and I'll just start running really fast when I land. This is one of the speed glitches in this game. So there's actually a scripted cutscene ahead here, but you can just skip that by jumping over the mountain on the left side here. Like this. And we're into Gastro Valley, which is the second level of the game. We're actually supposed to get the double jump upgrade in this level, but that's slow, so we'll just go to the end of the level instead. I lost some speed there. I'll try to regain that. Like this, and just jump over here. Actually need the double jump to get there, but with the mechanics you can just go fast. And the interesting thing is that the game thinks you have gotten the upgrade when you finish the level, so when you go into the next level you'll still have the double jump upgrade. You don't actually need to collect it. You can just try here called walk of jumping, where you can still jump after walking off a cliff. If you you have like 1.5 seconds to just jump after running off a edge. To still jump. That is useful to get some additional height and speed. That's the end of the first level. This elevator is really, really loud. So I'm sorry about that. So now we're going to the third level, and we're gonna have the double jump now, so we can go a little bit faster using that. This is a very vertical level, so there's gonna be a lot of climbing. So we're still in the elevator here, and there's a mechanic where you can skip and clip through the elevator by standing in the corner like this, and if I'm lucky I'll clip through like that. And that saves like 10 seconds, it's a nice skip. I'll try to jump like this. Yeah. I missed that, fine. Just back up like this. So see, it's a lot of climbing here. This is a very useful technique called slope jumping, where you run down a slope and just turn around and jump. So you'll get the height from the slope jump, and you can just keep going. And you can skip most of the level by just jumping really high. This is with the double jump we just got by not doing anything. Okay, now we're at the end of the level, and this is where you actually need speed to break the rocks and get through. Instead of jumping high, I can just go fast. So that was Titan Rock, which is just by climbing really fast. And this level here is actually technically like one of the longest levels in the game, but a programmatical oversight made it as though it's the shortest level in the game, which is kind of funny. You're actually supposed to go around the entire facility and go come back into a room to open the door to the next level, which is right here. But for some reason, they didn't fix it so you can actually open the button from the outside like that. So now we open the door. So now we can just go to the next level. So this level here is where you get some boots that allow you to run on magnetic rails, which is really fast. I'm gonna travel to the same level here, because after you've gotten that upgrade, which I just got in the crate, the game thinks you don't need to be in the elevator anymore, so it just sends you outside the elevator right here. The elevator is behind me. So now I'm running on the rails. So this is basically an auto-scroller for about 1.5 minutes as well. The interesting thing, though, about this is that when you get these boots, you also upgrade your max speed, almost double it. So in the future levels, we can go a lot faster, which allows for a lot more crazy jumps, which you'll see in the level after this. So yeah, in this level you're actually supposed to get the life seed, the ancient relic I was talking about. And when you get that life seed, you upgrade your powers. So if I try to shoot this, you see it takes 3 to kill him, but after this it'll only take 1 to kill the monsters. It's not actually useful though, like you can dodge most monsters. But by taking the life seed, the life seed was powering all of the facilities here and keeping the valley alive. So when you're taking the life seed, you make it so that the facility starts eating the planet instead of using the power from the life seed. So that was a big mistake. So you have to find a way to not destroy the entire planet for stealing the life seed. So you're gonna have to. So that's the plot of the game: going to the facility that's eating the planet and just destroying it for no reason. So right about now we're coming to a section where we're going to do an out of bounds to skip most of the level, the actual facility of the life seeds. So I'm just gonna jump here and try to get to the corner here. Now there's a small hole here where you can jump out of bounds. And I'm just gonna try to fall down to the end. I hit the wall there, so I might not make it. I think I'm gonna make it. Yeah, that's fine. Just be careful not to. So we'll just jump here and fly more out of bounds, and the end load zone is right down there. So just get going through the entire level. And I'll just hit the load zone from the outside of the vent there. So that's the first big out of bounds we're using in the run. So here I can showcase the crazy jumps you can do with the max speed upgrade. I'm gonna go to the top of the mountain here and just try to jump really far. This is a pretty new strat actually. It was discovered only like a week ago or something, where you go to the top of the mountain and you start running down, and I just fly across the stage. I missed. I'm gonna have to restart the level. I fucked up there. I went too far to the right, so I didn't land on the walkable section of the rock there. That's fine. It's not that bad. Just do that again. Okay, let's see if I can get up there. Okay. Oh, it might deload now. I'm scared. It didn't deload. Okay, it did deload. If that deloads, that's kind of scary. If you go too far up, the things start deloading. Okay, so this should be fine. So this should work now. So this is where I want it to land, like here. You can keep your speed. I'm gonna do the strat here. This is a bit safer. You can gain a lot of speed, and I'll do another big jump. And you'll go right to the end of the stage, which is in here. In this level here, you also get some magnetic boots to walk on these sectioneers, but you don't actually need those either. You can just use the strafing mechanic to go over it, and you'll have it at the next level, as with any other upgrade. I've actually been killed by those there before, and it's kind of scary. So, let's see. This is another rail section, but thankfully we can skip this rail section here by just jumping to the end of it. They seem to enjoy having you loop around to the start of the level, so you can just jump up here, and that's the end of the rail section, which is very neat. Okay, let's see here. I didn't keep my speed there, but if you keep your speed, you can just jump over this entire water section. So this is how the magnetic boots work. So I'll try to do another big jump here to just jump to the end of the level instead of going across the entire stage by just flying over this canyon here. There's actually an invisible wall here, but apparently you can just squeeze through. And the end of the level is right over here. I'll try to. This might work. Yeah, I managed to break the rocks there just by having speed, which is nice, instead of having to go up and fall down to break the rocks. So if I jump right as I load, I can actually land here and just shoot this tree, which is pretty fast. Instead of going all the way around here, I can shoot that tree and I'll open this door, which makes this level a lot faster. This is the second big out of bounds in this game. This was we actually didn't use this out of bounds. We didn't think we could actually get to the end of the level with the out of bounds, but we managed to find a way not long ago, which saved like 20 seconds or something from the original speedrun, which was pretty nice. If we go to the side here, there's a lot of texture that doesn't actually have collision. I don't know why they didn't add collision to it. Like this here, it doesn't have collision, and you can just go out of bounds. And I'll just fly across here, and the end of the level is right over there. You just land, go right into it. So now we're at the final level of the game, the Gastro Facility, where you have to destroy this facility in order to save the world, I guess, that you fucked by your own doing. It's actually a lot more, you follow the original route a lot more here because it's very indoors and it's kind of hard to skip stuff. You can just skip a little bit like this by jumping up the sides instead of going around. So there's actually, this is probably the longest level in the game, but we do a very huge out of bounds skip here as well. There's actually a boss, like the final boss of the game in this level, which we skip, which is kind of sad because it's actually a really cool boss fight. It's very like bullet hell-esque, which is why we call it Kuruga. So we call the out of bounds the Kuruga skip. And that saves like a lot of time, this out of bounds. We used the out of bounds almost from the beginning, but we were able to make it probably like 2 minutes faster by utilizing a very difficult and long jump that causes us to land very close to where the end trigger is for the game.
Time for a donation.
So
Hello.
I can barely hear you. Sorry.
I'm very quiet. Oh, no.
Okay. The out of bounds is right up here. We're out of bounds. So let's see if I can do this jump. So we just jump here, make sure we have enough speed, and go into the abyss. This should be fine. So the end timer is coming up soon. I lost my speed there. It's fine. Okay, so when the screen goes black, that's when the timer ends. I'll try to count down for it. Should be in about like 3, 2, 1, and time. So yeah, that was a Valley. It's about 2 to 3 hours casual playtime. It's a very fun game actually, both casually, and it's a very cool game for speed games. I hope you enjoyed watching.
You got a 1737-ish in real time.
Oh really? That's pretty good. It should be about like 16 minutes game time.
It's pretty hot. Speedrun is pretty great.
Yeah, shoutouts, a lot of shoutouts to Haber, which basically invented this game. So I think he's invented a lot of games. He's a very cool guy.
He has invented a lot of games and a lot of technically games as well.
Yeah.
This is one of his better finds, definitely. Alright, well, thanks a lot for that run.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
And up next, we have Dust Force XD. No, sorry.
Ugh, I'm so bad at talking.
Never mind, I got